Hi everyone, it's Audra again. Um, I kind of feel like I haven't been doing videos, and when I look at them, I am doing at least two a week. But then, like, the week goes on, and I'm like, I really need to do a video. But anyway, like, so I've had all these ideas for videos, and so I've kind of started to, like, well, I'll start doing them. Since I kind of do the same thing all the time, it seems like. Like, I have my throughout the years video, and then I have some kind of rant video. So, yeah, I want to change it up a little bit. So I've seen this on other YouTube channels, and so I figured why not do something a little bit more fun, um, and learn some things about some people. Thing is five random facts, just five random things about me, and you tag five people. So I am tagging five people. Um, People I know watch my videos because you leave comments. So, so I am tagging Mr. 40 by 40. I've got everything written down. Soldier Out of Love, The Need to Change, Healthy My Way, and Angie, and she's got a bunch of numbers on there after her name, but you know who you are. Um, so those are the people I'm tagging. Um, and so basically, after this video, you could do like a video response or just make another video with five random facts about you. And since we're all doing weight loss, it's like all our videos are weight loss related. And so this kind of like changed things up a little bit. Get to know a little bit more about you, other than the fact that we all know that you're doing weight loss. Um, so my five random facts. Number one, and this is a big one. I have a lot of phobias. Like, I am scared of just about everything, except for horror movies. I'm scared of everything. Um, oh, and ghosts. I'm not afraid of ghosts at all. But my top fear, like the one that I've been in therapy for, um, are corpses, like dead bodies. Um, Started actually when I went to Disneyland, like back in kindergarten. And I didn't talk about this in my throughout the years video, but a man had a heart attack and like died right in front of me. Like, I was on the like front watching the Main Street Parade, and this guy was standing up on this little stand by the lamppost. He had a heart attack, collapsed right in front of me, and then like they came and they put a sheet over him, which tells me he was dead. And that freaked me out, and I've been absolutely terrified of bodies. My mom took me to a viewing, and I swear to this day, I was like 8 years old or something when I went to this viewing, that the man moved. And they were saying it's possible that like his chest may have moved because of like gas or like something like that. But I don't know, he moved and I freaked out. And anything having to do with dead bodies other than cemeteries, I can handle cemeteries. Although I can't walk over the graves because I swear to God I'm going to fall in. But like funeral homes, I can't go into a funeral home. And if I see a funeral procession in the South, especially like Florida, you see funeral processions you're supposed to pull over. I will get physically ill if I see the hearse. Like, I start shaking and then I will want to vomit. I will start to get physically ill if I see the hearse. Um, the thought of going into even the parking lot of a funeral home freaks me out to the point I have a nervous breakdown. I start crying. I start getting sick. I will vomit. I'm shaking. I'm hyperventilating. Full on panic attack. So, definitely afraid of dead bodies. I'm also afraid of large spiders. Like little spiders, I'm okay with, but like big spiders, big hairy ones, tarantulas and stuff, I can't deal with. Frogs, I'm fine with unless they're jumping. If they start jumping, I will freak out. But if they're fine, like I saw one the other day at my mom's pool house, and it was on the window, and it's like I could touch it and it's fine. But if it had jumped, I would have freaked out. Um, Barn owls, snowy owls, don't like them. Um, Trains on tracks, like I hate crossing over the train tracks. But then, like if I see a train even just sitting there, I will go into a full on panic attack. So yeah, I'm scared of a lot of things. A lot of quirky things too. My family finds it pretty hysterical. They make fun of me about it all the time. That's number one. Number two, I'm kind of obsessed with baby names. I don't know why, but I like baby names. I like finding out like where names come from and stuff like that. Like I go online all the time. Um, I'm always curious, like when people have babies, like what did you name your kid? Why did you name him that? And I have a ton of names in my head for when I do have children. Like I feel sorry for whoever I have kids with because it's like, oh no 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 no, I already have this all planned out. So yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with baby names. Number three, I love 1955, 1965. That's considered the 1950s American culture. I mean, I love Leave It to Beaver. It's like my favorite show of all time. And I wasn't even alive when it came out. But that whole culture, that whole like wholesome, like you could be safe in your own neighborhood and, you know, everything seemed so great. Even talking to my grandparents, like it really was kind of that way. Like you were safe and your kids could go out all night and you didn't have to worry about all these dangers everywhere. And it's not just like outside dangers, like, that somebody will kidnap your child, but like they didn't worry about what was in their food. They didn't worry about what was in the environment. Like everything seems so great, and I love that. I love the cars, I love the clothes, I think it's great. So I love that 1955, 1965 era, the 1950s. Studied it extensively in college, even. Number four, I am dyslexic. I wasn't diagnosed and tested for it until my senior year in high school, so I was 18 by the time I became aware of this fact. A teacher had noticed some issues I was having, and she recommended me to get the test, and I am dyslexic. I'm also what's called hyperlexic, which is like you can't comprehend stuff. So I read things and then I have no clue. I cannot comprehend what I just read. So there are many times I have to read things 4 or 5 times to finally understand what it is I'm reading. So I have learning disabilities. Yeah, I was 18 by the time I was diagnosed, so I made it through all right. And my fifth one, number five, I love learning languages. I learned sign language after my horrible accident with my tubes in my ears. So I was 5, 6 when I started learning sign language. By the time I was about 20 or so, I'd become proficient enough that my deaf sign language teacher in college wanted me to become an interpreter. Decided not to do it. Um, I also know German and Spanish. I know a few phrases in Russian. That's really hard. It's mostly the pronunciation that I have a really hard time with. And I've learned some words in Korean. Um, Again, I understand a lot more. Like if a Korean speaks to me, I understand what they're saying. I just haven't been able to speak back. Like I comprehend what's being said, but I can't. I don't know what to say in return. It's really odd, but oh well. So, like I said, Spanish, pretty well. I mean, I grew up in Arizona. It's kind of like by default that you learn Spanish. Um, and German, I lived in Germany when I was in fourth grade and picked up some then, went to college. I took sign language in college. I also took German in college because I like learning languages. I also have several books in these boxes that are sitting next to me to keep up with it because I hate learning it and then losing it, which is what I've done with sign language. I haven't actively practiced my sign language in like 5 years and I've lost a lot. So I try to keep up on that. But again, my tags, I'm tagging people in this. It's Mr. 40 by 40, Soldier Out of Love, The Need to Change, Healthy My Way, and Angie, and some numbers. I'm sorry I didn't write it down. I just remember like Angie. But so I hope to see your videos. I would love to see what you guys have to say. And I will see you later. Bye.